Today on Golf Life, we get golf tips for you from popular golf teachers Dave Pelz and Jeff Ritter. Plus, we get you advice from top PGA professionals, including Master Champ Sergio Garcia and runner-up Justin Rose. We show you a popular tool to help you prepare for your next round, and we invite average golfers to try a set of wedges designed to help them score better. To get you started, we take a tour of one of the coolest backyards you've ever seen. Here's our host, Mike Billingsley, from outside Austin, Texas.
Welcome to Golf Life. We're so excited. We've got an amazing show today. And if we're going to tell you the story of the golf lifestyle, what better guy to join us than Dave Pelz? He's dedicated his life to helping you get better. And he's also had the opportunity to build an amazing experience in his own backyard. As Dave says, I live on golf, and he really does. We're going to take you around this 8-hole complex here at his home in Austin, Texas. Come on along. It's going to be a fun ride.
I've lived on golf courses all my life, and my son who built this backyard said, you're no longer living on a golf course, you're living on golf.
It took over our business in a lot of ways for about 2 years. He became obsessed with it.
If I had known how great this was, this life living on golf, it's very, very different than living on a golf course. It is the greatest thing in the world to get up in the morning and come out here and have coffee. I mean, without even having a golf club. I can putt in my backyard in my greens with my skivvies on. I don't have to dress for anybody.
It's been one of the joys of my working life with my father to see this dream come true for him. Not many people would have the vision to design this, and then to do it tested another level of gutsiness, and then have it work out and stand the test of time. I mean, this is the 6th year of its existence in this hot Texas summers. And it's just been awesome to stand behind it and see it.
I had a design, and then he actually came up with the idea, why don't you, instead of having this particular funky looking shape here as a target, because I was designing everything first. First time I ever designed this yard in my mind, before we ever started the house, I thought target areas with feedback. I want to know if I'm a foot long or a yard long or 2 yards long or 10 yards long or same thing short. And so I had water everywhere and sand, little bitty strips and stuff. And he said, well, that really looks weird. Why don't you make really good looking greens? And together we said, why don't we make greens the best greens in the world? I mean, I've been all over the world with this game. I love golf. I've been in it for years and years. So I picked my favorite greens. And then we said, well, look, this one would fit here.
Green 1 is 13 Augusta. Green 2 is 17 TPC, the island green you see behind me. We're here at 13 at Pebble, is over my right shoulder. Around the corner here is 14 at Augusta with Rays Creek going in front of it. Then we've got 17 at Pebble Beach with the funny bunny bunker on the left and the 2 green type system connected in the middle. Then we've got St. Andrews, the road hole down here. And then around the corner, we've got a hole inspired by Whistling Straits with a bunker that runs up the middle. So, of course, we shrunk everything, but we gave it a similar look. And we incorporated 3 turf styles, putting turf, fairway turf, and rough, to create the look and feel of those places.
You don't need to have a backyard like I have. If you had one target green, or if you had these little target wedge distances, you know, I've built everything, every aspect of my game. I can do sand, I can do chipping, low running chips, I can do high soft flop shots, I can do normal pitch shots and wedges. Everything in golf, over water, over sand. It's just out of rough, out of fairway, off tight lies. I have every lie mixed in from every distance. Any guy that's really a golfer at heart would love to have golf in their backyard. Live on golf, get as close to it as you can. And the fact that it's even better than living right next to a golf course, because the neighbors all get mad at you. I mean, I've lived next to golf courses. When I snuck out on the course, people would report me. And oh, Pelz is in the bunker again, or he's hitting putts, he's tracking up our greens. And of course, they're always cutting the thing. The mowers make an incredible noise. Nobody cuts my grass. My grass is cut exactly the right height every morning. It's freshly watered. There's no water out here, except my little streams. I love the little gurgle of rippling water. I love that. But it's a perfect place to live if you're a golfer.
Here is a great way to warm up and groove your golf swing, used by hundreds of PGA pros. Let's learn about the Orange Whip from PGA Pro Jim Hackenberg.
The Orange Whip is wonderful to loosen up your golf muscles to get you ready to play. It's designed in such a way that it's got a weighted ball and the flexible shaft and the counterweight. But this is much heavier than a golf club, so it's going to stretch you out, but it's also going to increase and improve your timing. So while swinging this back and forth, if done correctly, it feels like what Ernie Els looks like. But if you start to hang on tight and try to force it, it will pull you off balance and become very awkward. A golf swing is a motion, and if it's not in a complete rhythm, it's not going to work well. It's almost like trying to learn to dance, but in a choppy format. You've got to put a flow into it. There's got to be a rhythm. This is where the rhythm comes from. Now, because we have multiple Orange Whips, I encourage golfers to try and test them because they're going to get an experience that's unique to them, and I'd like them to feel the differences in the Orange Whips because they may feel like this longer version's better for me because it slows me down, it gets everything timed out. But then you may have someone, I need a shorter version because the long version tends to flatten my swing out, I want to be more upright. So my best advice is you could go to our website, orangewhiptrainer.com, find a store near your neighborhood and try them out. It's fun to try the different sizes because you're going to feel something different with each one.
Get your hands on Orange Whip and learn about their complete line of training tools at orangewhiptrainer.com. When Golf Life returns, the short game guru Dave Pelz returns with a short game tip. Please stay tuned.
Introducing Cure CX3. Featuring extremely high moment of inertia. CX3 offers adjustable weight, resulting in better roll. Every golfer needs a Cure for their game.
It's really refreshing when I picked up the Cure putter. It seemed like to hit the putts for me almost. It was really nice. The roll is incredible. I've putted with a number of putters over the years. Since I've tried everything, I had to try this. I started rolling putts in right away. As soon as I put this putter in the bag and it made a cut, and then I finished in the top 25, and then I finished in the top 5, my putter kept me going in the top 10. It was fun too. You know, everybody was asking me about it. There's a lot of guys inquiring about it. Now that I'm playing well and putting well, that gave me confidence, and confidence in the game is everything.
Get your own Cure at golf retailers or visit cureputters.com.
Looking for a fast, easy way to lock a powerful, accurate swing into muscle memory? The Swing Jacket guides you through each swing so you feel how the swing is supposed to feel, shot after shot.
I'm working on keeping my arms more connected to me, so it definitely helps with that because it doesn't let you get away.
I'm struggling a lot with alignment and keeping like my body and my arms all together so that my hips are moving with my arms all at the same time. You know, it's when they get out of sync, it goes this way, then it goes this way. I'm looking for that consistency. You know, how can I be consistent?
The Swing Jacket basically solidifies exactly where I need to be. You know, it keeps you together.
Just putting the Swing Jacket on allowed me as a coach to actually have a learning experience that I wasn't expecting. You know, so I saw the results myself and how it looked and how it felt, and of course where the ball was flying, and I was sold.
To see the Swing Jacket in action and learn how it could improve your game, visit swingjacket.com.
Welcome back to Golf Life, your golf lifestyle show. Golf Life is sponsored in part by Orange Whip Trainer, the #1 swing trainer with golf teachers and PGA professionals, plus #1 golf swing tool on the PGA Tour. Get your Orange Whip and start grooving your swing at orangewhiptrainer.com. And by H-Wedge, the hybrid wedge that will improve your short game immediately. Hit higher approach shots, recover from bunkers and rough. Do you want to get better today? The new 2017 H-Wedge is available now at hwedge.com. Now we head back to Austin, Texas for a short game tip with legendary short game teacher Dave Pelz.
I just want to take a second to give you a thought when you're hitting wedges around the greens to a target. I have these targets of mine set up 10, 20, 30, 40 yards. They're accurate. They're exactly the distance that I know I'm going to need around the greens in a lot of instances. And if I get it good at these 4 distances, I'm going to be pretty good everywhere around them. But my point is, to hit a shot the right distance, in my book, you control the length of your backswing. Look, I've got 10, 20, 30, 40 yard targets out there. My 10-yard swing, I take it back to right here. 20 is here, 30 is here, and 40 is here. Then I just go through the same pretty much on every swing. So if I want a 40-yard wedge shot to a 43-yard pin, let's say, I'm going to try to hit this in the center of that little aluminum block out there with that length of backswing. Just knock it on the green. I'm not trying to stop the ball on the green, I'm trying to land it there. Trying to land it right on the 40-yard target. One more time so you understand what I'm doing here. I'm taking a 40-yard backswing and going through to a almost full finish. I'm not trying to rush to the finish, but I'm just going through based on the length of my backswing. Hit it about that much too far, about as good as I can do. If you practice this way, you'll be a lot better on the golf course.
Now here's top golf teacher Jeff Ritter with a tip for your game.
When fixing your slice, I think it's really important to get your club face into a reasonable position into your backswing, playing square or maybe just a little bit close. So here's how I want you to do that. Take your setup and swing a quarter of the way into your backswing. Focus on your back palm. Get your palm looking down as if you could bounce a basketball up and down about waist high. As the palm looks down, so does the club face towards the ground, towards a golf ball. That's where you got to start. Up to the top, let's get that palm looking towards the sky. Imagine this club face as a mirror, and you're gonna go ahead and try and reflect some sunlight off that mirror as if you're trying to signal a rescue plane, a little SOS to come pick you up. As you're hitting shots, it becomes club face looks down, club face looks to the sky. As long as the face is a little bit close to that swing path, that slice turns into a nice little draw. So the hands are hugely important. This is a great way to think about hand activity to control that club face and ultimately control your ball flight.
To follow Jeff Ritter and his regular golf posts, please go to mttperformance.com. Golf Life heads out to the PGA Tour for some advice from master champion Sergio Garcia and other pros when we return.
This is called Levelhead. It's from a company called Iron Lad Golf. It has a level or a bubble on it, a bubble level, and what that will do is allow you to learn how to make more breaking putts. How does it work? It's pretty easy. You take it, you set it on the green, and when you set it behind your ball, you're going to notice that if the bubble goes to the right or left, you obviously have a breaking putt. You're on a side slope. Now, what you do is you take the notches and line that up with the hole. The bubble will then be showing you the amount of break that you have. If you line the ball with the line on it up with the bubble, that's going to help you to learn what that break is. You're going to work on your breaking putts. Also, you're going to see if the bubble goes forward, you're going to work on uphill putts. If it's backward, you're going to work on downhill putts. It's a great little product to put in your bag. You can get the Levelhead over at iron-ladgolf.com. Head over there today and get a Levelhead for your bag. It's going to change your putting.
Sit tight, you're on the back nine with Golf Life in a moment. Golf Life is sponsored in part by Cure Putters. Get your hands on the putter that resists twisting like no other and creates a smooth and consistent roll every time. Learn more at cureputters.com. And by the Levelhead, a great golf putting training aid tool for anyone who wants to improve their putting. Get yours now at iron-ladgolf.com. Let's head out on the PGA Tour as we ask top playing pros to give us some advice for the average golfer's game.
When you watch the greats of the game, it's all about short game. It's all about making the putts when you need it. And so, you know, a lot of us can hit shots, but can you make the putt? And so that's the key is making the putts. And the problem is most of these amateurs have a job, so they can't practice as hard as we can. And so, you know, instead of going to the range right before you play, maybe putt a little bit extra and then maybe hit a few chips.
You know, everybody in their mind, they're trying to hit the ball hard from the top of their swing. And I think with us pros, we're really building that power to the last second. So I try to tell amateurs, make the fastest part of your swing a foot past the ball in your mind. Really feel like the way you're accelerating the most in your mind is past the ball, but obviously the way our brains work, we're always going to get quick at the ball, but a lot of us get quick from the top, and that's where you see a lot of amateurs throw the club over the top and then they kind of hit that big slice. So the more they can be patient, the more they can pull down and then release at the ball, the more straight balls they're going to hit, more of even a little draw.
Well, it's difficult because at the end of the day, obviously the most important thing is to practice. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get better. Obviously, good equipment helps. In this case, for me, TaylorMade and Adidas, they've been my whole career with them. So, but you know, at the end of the day, I think that as little as they can practice. The most important thing is to, try to enjoy it as much as they can when they go out. Make sure they have a good time. That way they're a little bit more relaxed. They, they can, they feel a bit more free when they hit. And usually they will play a little bit better. Obviously if you put pressure on yourself every time you go out there to try to do well, like some guys do on the pro-ams, which I understand it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I think that that doesn't help them very much.
Be with people that you like being with. Just be with your friends. Give yourself, a break. You're not a professional, and yeah, just have fun with it. Rib each other a little bit, and just crack some jokes. And we get a little uptight out here on people moving around and making noise and stuff like that. And I think it should be the opposite. I think you guys should just have tons of fun with it and play little skin games or whatever it is.
First off is what everybody will say: hit another club, hit an extra club. Because the average everyday player seems to recall the best shot they hit, not how they typically hit it. The next thing I would say is when you're off a green, your purpose should be to chip it onto the green. Not close to the hole, just get onto the green first. So how many times do you see them flub it, miss the green from there, have to chip again? That's a wasted stroke. Same thing kind of with the bunkers. What's your objective? Get out of the bunker, right? And as opposed to worrying about hitting this heroic, pretty spinning shot, just get it out of the bunker up on the putting surface somewhere. And it's amazing how when I've dealt with some pro-am partners, when I've told them, I said, they're 15 yards off the green, I said, let's just try to get it onto the green. All of a sudden they hit it up to 10 feet. Really nice shot, as opposed to the other ones, they're trying to hit it right next to the hole or pitch it in. I'm like, no, you're not spending enough time around the greens to be trying these shots. So let's break it down into a more simple mode and how you can easily save what would probably equate to, I don't know, half a shot every couple holes if they did that. So I think those are the two little things that they should pay attention to.
Well, I mean, where I start? I start with, obviously practice is limited for the common amateur. But let's look at it. Let's look at the game of golf. Let's look at your round of golf in a nutshell. You use your putter a lot. Obviously, that's the most important part. So your practice time, whatever practice time that is, 45 minutes an hour, that's the bulk of the time. Use your wedges a bunch. Chipping, potentially full shots, that's in there too. Driver, essentially every other hole, if not more than that. So those three areas, whether wedges, putter, and driver, have to be your area of focus. So when you're on the range, you don't have to hit that many 6-irons. It's just not necessary. Hit some drivers, hit some wedges, hit a lot of putts, and then go play. And outside of that, I mean, obviously getting fitted for your golf club. Now that with the technology we have, the knowledge we have, you got to take advantage of that. But I would say it's really focused practice and understanding what your game's all about.
Let's learn about a practice ball you can use for full shots, chipping and putting. Here's our host, Mike Billingsley.
Hi folks, product review here from Golf Life on a new product called Sight Ball we've been sent. Very cool product. It's a regular golf ball, very good compression, but it has these red target marks on it. And the idea, they send them in a 6-pack or a 3-pack, or you can get a bunch of them and take them out to the range and work on your game to increase your focus, your accuracy, your stance, and your training. Otherwise, as the company says, you get better fast. Let me show you how they work. Actually, you want to set this golf ball up so it's aligned with your target. Now you have a target aligned, and you can use it for all types of things. First of all, I can use it to help myself with my stance. So I see the line that I'm hitting on, and I can work on my stance and work on hitting through the golf ball and hitting it on target. The sight ball can be used during a practice round. Take them out, put them on the tee box, and work on your training for where you're hitting in the fairway. Or of course in putting, you can use them for alignment and really get a feel for the aim of your ball. I think it's a great idea. It's a good training tool. And most importantly, you can use them on the golf course so you can get better out there. Head over to sightball.com and get a set of them. I think you're gonna like them.
To get your own set of sight balls, please visit sightball.com. We try out a set of wedges designed to help everyone hit better shots around the greens when Golf Life returns.
This golf store is full of wonderful golf gear, but if you don't know how to use it, the game can be very frustrating. To play golf well, you've got to whip your swing into shape. My name's Jim Hackenberg, PGA golf instructor. My students are always showing up with new golf equipment, new drivers, putters, and wedges. It's my job to show them how to use it. So I developed the Orange Whip golf training products. It started with the Orange Whip, creating tempo in your golf swing. hundreds of thousands of golfers and over 300 tour pros use the Orange Whip to develop their swing. Then I turned my focus to the short game. The Orange Whip wedge creates timing and rhythm in your chipping motion, and it allows you to feel better contact with your wedges. The Orange Whip putter will help you learn tempo and a smooth putting stroke. You'll teach yourself how to hit more consistent and solid putts. Head to your golf store and try each of my Orange Whip products. I guarantee you we will whip your game into shape, and I've got a special offer for you if you'll visit my website, orangewhiptrainer.com, right now.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf Smart.
Your short game, shots from bunkers or rough around the green. These are the shots that allow you to score and enjoy the game. The hybrid wedge solution from Blackmagic makes all these shots automatic. Use our patented face-forward hybrid wedges to hit perfect approach shots. Hit the ball higher from the fairway, the sand, and the rough. To order your hybrid wedge now, visit us at hwedge.com or call 877-799-6099. Order now at hwedge.com.
Welcome back to Golf Life, sponsored by Swing Jacket, the fastest, easiest, automatic way to add distance, accuracy, and consistency. Put on a Swing Jacket risk-free for 60 days. Get yours now at swingjacket.com. And by 4 Yards More, a unique golf tee that reduces spin and gives you more distance. Get 4 Yards More golf tees at 4yardsmore.com. Let's head to San Marcos, California, with your host, Mike Billingsley.
Oh, I think I can make that putt. Hey, we've got some golfers out here at St. Mark's here in San Marcos, California, to try out the H-Wedge. Let's hear what they have to say about hybrid wedges. We're gonna hit your golf club, and we're gonna see how it works for you.
Right.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so a couple shots. What would you do differently?
Hit harder.
Now, with this club, I want you to swing hard because of the trust that it's going to go up.
Okay.
All right? So swing as hard as you want.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
What did you see different?
I saw that one go higher and stop quicker.
If you could swing with confidence with both, and one goes higher and farther to the pin, which would you rather use in your bag?
The higher.
The higher?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know I'm going to get it off the ground.
So, what do you think about H-Wedge?
Love it.
Love it. You want to tell them?
It's great.
So, Jim, from this distance, you would use what club?
52.
52. And, you know, this one's kind of settled down. I'm going to have you hit 2 or 3 shots, see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
So that's acceptable, you know, but a little off the green, low, kind of punch shot, right? Okay, so let's see what this does for you.
Okay.
I believe you might be able to make that putt.
Well, it's certainly easier to make that one than that one.
Okay, so tell our audience what happened today.
I was pretty surprised. I didn't know how this would work. Took 3 hits. All of them were online, no shanks, and pretty good results. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
great.
All right.
Thanks.
Awesome. How's your sand game?
It's not so good, man. The truth is where I struggle the most.
Okay.
It's on the sand, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and try your club, and we're gonna try an H-Wedge, which is a hybrid wedge. And you've never hit this out of the sand?
I never.
Okay, so we're gonna see what happens, obviously without any practice or anything like that, and see what you think.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good.
so
Let's do it.
hit a couple balls with your club.
Tell you the truth, I have no expectations anymore out of the sand. You know what I
So
mean?
you don't get mad?
I really don't get mad anymore.
Let's see if we can give you expectations. The idea behind a hybrid wedge, do you know about these clubs?
No, I don't know.
Okay, it's called an H wedge, standing for hybrid wedge. So the weight is back and low like a hybrid, like you play some other hybrid, maybe a 3 or 4 hybrid. You hit the ball higher with more spin into the green. The same idea. It's a wedge face, fully legal, just like your wedge face, okay? Fully legal grooves and a face forward. So the idea is go down under the sand and let it work through the sand. All right, let's give it a shot.
Nice. Oh, a little backspin, yeah. What impressed me the most, at the same speed I got in the sand, I got out of the sand. You know what I mean? So I don't have that change of speed in trying to keep pushing the club with my body out of the sand.
Right.
So I believe the bounce keeping me on the same speed. So if I do practice with this club, maybe 10, 20 shots, I'm gonna get exactly the right speed of the club. It will be constant, you know what I mean?
Fabio, it's been great meeting you.
It was a pleasure, man.
So there you have it, some golfers that love the hybrid wedge. You can check out more at hwedge.com. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I can tell you for sure that a full set of H-wedges is going to allow you to have more fun around the greens.
Improve your short game today with a set of H-wedges available with free shipping at hwedge.com. Thanks for watching Golf Life. We're giving away free golf gear this month, so visit us at golflife.com or facebook.com/golflife to sign up for your chance to win clubs, putters, and more. Head over to golflife.com today. I'm Kate Collins. Look for Golf Life next week on this channel.